So during the recording of this video, I got a really bad cold. So if my voice sounds a bit different or I sound sick, that's probably it. Now I do still hope that you enjoy it, and let's get into it. Hello, and welcome to a new episode on the single player world. Today is episode 5, people. That means we're doing end stuff. So, fairly simple. End stuff means Ender Dragon. Today is all about getting to the end and defeating that beast. Before we go though, we need, well, Ender Pearls. I don't think I have any. And if I do, it won't be a lot. Mob drops. See, don't have any. And I don't have blaze rods, so let's go to the nether, I guess. So now that we have everything we need to go to the end and to defeat the dragon and then raid the end, the journey to the end portal begins. So we'll take our Eyes of Ender and we'll throw them in the air. Let's get somewhere where it's a bit more open, because I don't want to lose the pearl. I have plenty, like for real, we do have enough pearls for, I think, 2 portals, but can never be sure. Where is it? Where is it? Where? Oh, it's gone that way. So we'll be traveling in that direction and see how long it'll take to get to the portal. Okay, so now that we pillared down, we are in the stronghold, but I do need a way out quickly if necessary. So let's get a staircase down, like that, and let's torch up this. Oh, wait, no. That's the easiest portal I've ever seen. Okay, so no more silverfish, great. And then we do the smart thing of covering up this, and this, and then good thing we brought a lot of pearls, because that's no bueno. Something like this, and I want to do some exploring before we go to the end. So let's see. One thing I like to do when exploring stuff like this is every tunnel you've been through, you just kind of build off so you don't mistake it for a new one. Let's take our chests right here. Let's do this. Yeah, so we can come and get those later on. Everything I need is on me, I guess. But maybe, yeah, we'll bring some of those. Let's take our Eyes of Ender and complete the portal. Ta-da! Are y'all ready to jump into the portal? Because I'm not. Oh god, no. Okay, so let's make a little completion of the platform right here. And let's start going up, I guess. So you might want to make this 4 because it's a lot easier. We got the dragon. We have an actual dragon head, which is fun. Where has that egg gone? I think it's over here. No. Oh, it's in the water. Which is perfectly fine if you want to be here. Whee! And we have a dragon egg. And now we just have to... Boop! And we're in the outer end. Can we see anything on the horizon? Can't really. So let's pillar up to the closest edge, which is that one, while pressing heavily on the shift key, because I don't want to be falling to my death. Okay, another plan. Before we go further and we keep risking our life, we are gonna get some more ender pearls. Why? Because in the worst case scenario, we might need them. So, and then if you bridge the end long enough, you'll end up at an end city. And the first one that I get does not have a boat. Okay, let's rate it and let's see what else we can get out of it. This one. This one. Okay, second city does have a boat. It's right up there, but it is floating in the middle of nowhere. So we have to get over there. So second city, let's go. And we can fly now. That's been a challenge. Like, this was a big city. Okay, so we've got some loot. We have our elytra, which was the main reason we got out here. So I'd say let's find ourselves a portal, get through it, if possible, and get back home, because we do have other stuff to do. So we've got a pretty decent amount of stuff out of that. Most of these are useful, except for Curse of Binding, but we can get rid of that. 2 elytras, so yeah, we've got a decent amount of diamonds out of that as well. But most of all, we have about 2 stacks of shulker shells, which can make us a stack of shulker boxes. So for the second part of this episode, I moved the animals to a spot where I'm, well, gonna use them indefinitely. I took them behind these buildings to the waterfront over there, and I started up breeding the sheep, because now that we have shulker boxes, now that we can do bigger builds and stuff, we're gonna need some stuff to plan some cities out. And I like to use either wool or concrete powder, but since wool is a lot easier to get early game, we're gonna be building a wool farm today. I'm just gonna go with the flow and see what happens while these guys grow up. And we're just gonna start building. Okay, so the farm is done. All the sheep are in place. They've all been dyed as well, and all been sorted. So the farm is on its way. I didn't show any of the building because it's a very simple design. Basically 5 observers behind the dirt block, and then a dispenser shooting out shears. And yeah, then you just sort it with a standard item sorter. There's nothing much to learn about it. It's, again, a design I use most of the time when I build farms like these. And if you look up wool farm online, you probably will get 100 tutorials on how to build these. Now, the only thing we have to do is kind of make it look better. We will have to cut into the potato field a bit, which is a bummer, but not really a bad thing. And yeah, I'd say let's, you know what, let's make this a time lapse. So the farm is done, like completely. I've made 2 pens as well for the animals, so they don't just sit here in 2 squares. And I'll be breeding them up as we go, so we can have a little herd outside of here. But yeah, most of the farm is done. Sheeps are in place. We can still access the shears here, but they're all filled up, so we're good for a while. And then all of the colors are in here, and we've started collecting. They've been going pretty well. And that does mean that we can now start planning out some more builds. Okay, so we've got a plan stippled out. You saw me take it down. The first one that I had wasn't to my liking, so I got a new plan. It's a bit more spread out. We have 2 bigger buildings over here. Then we have a collection of smaller buildings, and then another bigger one over here. one thing we also did was during a stream, we went down and we expanded the gunpowder farm, which is good since, well, we're gonna need a lot of gunpowder in the future, and I don't want to have to wait for it. Now, that being said, I think this episode has been going on for long enough. We've done quite a bit for one episode, and yeah, looking at the plan, I'm excited to see what is going. I decided to break that land over there and add a little bridge over it, or maybe a bridge that can be lifted so the boats can access this river as well. That being said, let me take everything in shot. I think I'm gonna end the episode right here. If you liked it, hit that like button. Also, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe, then you get notified when I post a video or I go live. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!